It's been a great couple of days. Not for just me, but for my family. For my community, for anyone that has invested in me over the course of these years. Very, very blessed. Very humbling at the same time, and just this is just a cool time to be alive, I would say.
Do you agree there are a lot of people that say, with all of these things, because you are a gift to the community, to the game of basketball?
Well, that's one thing I've taken a lot of responsibility with over the last few years, understanding how important I am to, not only my community, but other communities that's in need of inspiration, that's in need of a helping words, helping anything, helping hand. I've been able to work in a lot of communities over the course of my career, and just try to spread positivity and to homes, and kids, and to the youth. I think that's my number one, my ongoing journey is to continue to inspire the youth, and it's very, very, very meaningful for me.
How was your party last night?
It was great. I had a great time. The best thing about it is that my teammates said how much of a time that they had. My family and my friends had a heck of a time. Got a lot of messages this morning saying how much fun it was, how much love was in the air. So that's what makes it cool for me, when the people around me are having a good time.
LeBron, you inspire so many athletes beyond basketball to get them thinking more about the business aspect and investing in themselves. What does that mean for you to have that type of impact?
If I can have a positive impact on anyone's life, if it's from a performance standpoint, if it's from a business standpoint, philanthropic standpoint, fatherhood standpoint, son, whatever the case may be, husband. If people can take inspiration from my journey, then I respect it, and hopefully I can continue to help. It's not just about me, and it's not about my journey. It's about also the ones that you can help along the way. And then how much of a difference you can make in your own journey. So I think that's pretty cool.
You guys have talked about how one of the reasons this team is so close is that everyone's doing everything together. Was last night kind of one of those times you see sort of what you guys have built since starting this year?
I was kind of torn in between if I wanted to do a birthday party or not, just because our hectic schedule. But over the last 72 hours before last night, I decided to do it. And thank God I have a lot of resources that allow to put that together. My wife is amazing with that type of stuff. But I also got an opportunity to kind of kill two birds with one stone. And I thought of not only making it my birthday party, but also having the feel of a New Year's party as well. For the obvious reasons, because we won't be able to celebrate tonight how we would if we didn't have to play tomorrow. So I was able to kill two birds with one stone, get my teammates there, coaching staff, my family, my friends, people that's been around for quite a while, and we had a heck of a time. So it was another opportunity for us to bond, which we did. And if it brings us closer, then fantastic. That's what it's all about for me. Just bringing us as close to a family as possible.
When you think about the way this decade started, what would you say is the biggest way that you've changed, that you developed?
When this decade started, I was 25. And I will hope that when you turn 35, you've made a lot of change. I've learned a lot, not only about myself, about who I wanted to become along that way and what I wanted to stand for in the last 10 years. I've changed locations as far as my job description, 4 times actually. But along that way, I've just learned more and more about what I wanted to become and what I wanted my name and my family's name to stand for. And I think the best teacher in life is experience. And I wouldn't be who I am today at 35 speaking like this if I didn't have, the experience of, downs, ups, in-betweens, and so on and so on. So it's been a heck of a journey so far.
LeBron,
Last question, please.
26 and 7 to this point, you're through that tough December stretch. What's your perspective on that first portion of
26 and 7. I think I didn't even know the record. I knew we were sitting up top of the West and second in the league behind Milwaukee, but I didn't quite know our record. But I think we've played some really good basketball, and we knew, and I personally knew that December was going to be tough on us with all the road games that we have to play, the quality of teams that we were playing. I knew it was going to be tough, and we went through our little stretch of the 4-game losing streak. But to play it how we did the last 2 games against 2 playoff teams in Portland and in Dallas, I think we ended 2019 as far as the 19-20 season in a good position, to continue to get better and play better basketball in January than we did in December.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks a lot.
You got one? You have one?
Well, I was going to ask you, you played on so many teams that,
I only played on 3 teams, man. What you? I'm just playing.
but I'm sure you've played on teams that were
Yeah.
closer than others. So I wonder, when you talk
Yeah.
about team bonding, how much does it matter? Where does it help?
I personally think it matters, but that's just part of my leadership. That's just part of how I've grown as far as how I grew up playing the game of basketball. I know you guys hear it a lot, but ever since I was a kid, all my teams, not only did we play ball, but we also did things off the floor as well. If it was, going to the park, or if it was going to amusement parks, if it was going to the mall, if it was playing football, if it was doing whatever, if it was going to each other's homes and playing video games, I think it always just made us closer. So not only did the influence of the way I play on the court have an effect on how I play today, also the influence of how I grew up with my friends too, and having that brotherhood. If you know anything about my childhood, the guys that I grew up playing ball are still around. They're still they are my best friends. I just seen them in Columbus for my son's game. I just kind of, I don't know, it's just a part of who I am. I feel like it's a huge part of my leadership. If I'm a leader of a team, if a franchise want me to be the leader of a team, I feel like it's very important. But like you said, some teams are closer than others. But if you can find the great personalities and the right mix of personalities to fit, it's my job to try to get them to mesh as much as possible.